Hey guys, Mike the Gaming Dad here and welcome back to the channel. Episode 4 of the Survival Mode Let's Play, and we ended episode 3 just outside our new home that we just bought, which is the Tundra Homestead. I think we were going to go to Riverwood, weren't we, initially, at the end of the last episode, but we ended up getting carted off to Riften instead when we tried to break into Klimek's house. So we ended up having to do it a little bit backwards. So we'd been to Whiterun, and then we bought our house. So what we'll do now is, start off by making our journey down to Riverwood to meet Delphine to continue with the quest. So let's get into it. It's a Monday evening that I'm filming this, and my original plan was to release a shouts guide this week, because what I sort of decided I would do with the Let's Play series is sort of top and tail it. So like one week I'd release an episode of this, and then the next week I'd release like a guide or something. But the guide that I'm working on is a shout guide. So I'm doing like all where to find like all the locations of them all, and probably just like a little bit about what each one of them does. I massively underestimated, I knew it was a big task, but I think I massively underestimated how monumental that actually is to get all the shouts. I think the main reason is some of them are actually locked behind some quite big quests and dungeons, like even just to get like one shout, one word wall, sometimes is requiring me to basically go through an entire quest line, or like some of the dungeons are quite meaty, so I'm not even halfway through it. So it'll be worth it though. It'll definitely be worth it. I decided yesterday that I would release, film episode 4 of this and then get that out this week. So at least it's not too long between releasing content for the channel. But yeah, that's basically what I'm working on. So I don't know when that'll come out, because like I say, I'm not even halfway through it yet, and I'll still need to like edit it all and do all the audio. But yeah, that's basically what I'm working on. But it will be worth it when it finally comes out. And I sort of floated the idea last time that I would do a Let's Play on The Last of Us, which is obviously got the TV show out based on the game. And it actually, the game, I didn't know this when I floated the idea last week, but the game is actually 10 years old next month. So what the developers are doing is they're actually releasing it on Steam for the first time, which is great for me because I play on PC now. So obviously it was PlayStation exclusive. So yeah, it's kind of pretty much made up my mind that I'm going to, when that comes out, I will purchase that and do a Let's Play of the first game, which I will, start releasing on this channel next month. So yeah, look out for that as well. So yeah, exciting times. Lots to be going after on the channel. Right, let's chat to Delphine now.
To get you into the Thalmor embassy.
You're not coming.
That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely to attract the wrong kind of attention. But they don't know you at all yet.
So what's your plan? How do I infiltrate the Thalmor embassy?
The Thalmor ambassador, Elenwen, regularly throws parties where the rich and connected cozy up to the Thalmor. I can get you into one of those parties. Once you're inside the embassy, you can get away and find Elenwen's secret files. I have a contact inside the embassy. He's not up for this kind of high-risk mission, but he can help you. His name is Malborn. Wood Elf. Plenty of reason to hate the Thalmor. You can trust him. I'll get word for him to meet you in Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions?
Who's this contact of yours? You are sure I can trust him?
Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. but he hates the Thalmor at least.
He's not a dangerous character like you.
He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassadors' parties.
How am I going to get into this party?
Let me handle that. You'll have a real invitation, don't worry. As long as you can act the part of a Thalmor toady, you'll get past the guards.
A Thalmor toady. Once I'm inside the embassy, then what?
That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction.
I'll see you in Solitude after I meet Malborn then.
Sounds good. Be careful.
Right, so now we need to go and meet up with this Malborn dude. I managed to get 2 NPCs in the doorway here. This is brilliant. Lydia, would you mind? Thank you.
What? Something you're still confused about?
Just getting sassed by Delphine as well there.
We got rooms and food. Drink too.
Is Malborn the wood elf that you meet up at the College of Winterhold? Or is that... Oh no, that's Enthea, isn't it? Yeah, so I was getting confused there. Yeah, Malborn, we're going up to Solitude now to meet him in the inn. I was a bit worried then, I thought we were going to have to go all the way to the frozen north. I guess Solitude's not much better really, is it? It's quite out of the way. What I'll probably do is head back to Whiterun, and we'll get a coach because it is a bit of a trek to do it by foot. It'd probably be interesting if we did it by foot, but yeah, I don't really want to spend that entire Let's Play episode just travelling. But what I will do is, because this quest actually takes us to sort of like the far northwest of the map, there is actually another Whiterun quest that takes you all the way up there as well, which I've kind of ignored up to now because it's just really out of the way. But seeing as we're on that part of the map, or we will be when we do this, I'll pick that up as well, just to kind of show you it, just in case some of you are not aware that it kind of existed, because it's... Yeah, I missed this one for quite a while actually. It's not a particularly obvious one, put it that way. But it's to do with the one of the sort of houses, I guess you could call them, one of like the main families in Whiterun. It's getting quite late, isn't it? Yeah, 6 o'clock, so it's probably good that we'll do the journey by coach rather than on foot. But I bet it's quite a journey, isn't it? So I reckon we'll get there and it'll probably say like you're tired, you're hungry, you're cold, like the last time we did that long coach ride. I think I will also leave Lydia behind for this next main quest, only because it's better, I think, not to have a follower for this one, because like the aim of the game is to not be seen, or at least try to not be seen, and yeah, Lydia tends to kind of get you. It's harder to sneak with a follower, I think. So the quest we're after is involving the Greymane house, and I think you can start it by talking to Freya.
All I can think about is my son, my Thorold. They say that he was killed, but I know better. I know my son is alive. Those battle-born, they're in with the Imperials. They know it too, and yet they lie to my very face.
How do you know they're lying?
It's not wise to discuss it here. Please, if you truly wish to help, meet me at my home. I'll tell you the whole story.
And this starts the missing in action quest. So yeah, the first part of this, we just need to meet her in her house. But then, yeah, the quest does take us up right into the far corner of the map in Solitude.
My favorite drinking buddy. Let's get some beer.
Yeah, so the Greymanes and the Battleborns are like two of the sort of big families, big houses, I guess you could call them, in Whiterun. The Battleborns support the Imperials, and the Greymanes support the Stormcloaks.
Wait,
Oh yeah, the tree that we were waiting to save in the last episode is finally looking a lot healthier, should we put it, which is nice to see. Come on. Oh, this one. Oh, for some reason I thought you were in that house.
Welcome to our home.
Mother, what's the meaning of this? Who have you brought into our home?
Oh, this guy comes out with his massive axe.
Put that down.
Like, who is this?
He's here to help us find Thorold.
How do we know he's not spying for the Battleborn? This was foolish. We can't trust anyone. Who knows what they'll do.
He's a bit twitchy, isn't he?
I can't take any more of this. No weapons, please. Let's just talk.
All right, Mother.
You lost?
So, you're here to help?
Yes, absolutely. What can I do?
I know that Thorald's not dead. I just know it. The Imperials have him and are keeping him somewhere, but I don't know where. Those damned Battleborns, they know something. They're hiding it. They practically taunt us with it. They must have some sort of proof. There's gotta be something in that house of theirs. I just know it. I don't dare leave the house myself, so I need your help.
What sort of proof do you need?
Anything that confirms that Thorald isn't dead, but is being held captive. I know those Battleborns have it. They'd be hiding it, of course. Wouldn't want it to get out that they've been lying this whole time. But you might be able to butter them up enough to lower their guard.
Why do you think the Battleborns are involved?
The Battleborns, the Emperor's biggest bootlickers here in Whiterun. Their connections to the Empire and the Legion are well known. When Thorald didn't return home, there was no question in my mind. They knew Thorald supported the Stormcloaks, knew he was gonna aid them in battle, made sure he didn't come back. Locked him up someplace to get back at my family. I'm sure of it.
Right, so what we're going to do now is break into the Battleborn's house to try and find some evidence of Thorald's disappearance or whereabouts. I think their house is the one that's in the far corner, isn't it? Is it that one up there? I think it's this one. Yeah. So, Lydia. Oh,
I'm right behind you.
getting a bit close again, Lydia. Now, would you mind
Remain on
just
guard.
waiting outside? Just sleeping. Did I wake her up then? Well, like she got up. It looks like she got out of bed then, so I'm wondering if we take a... Do we have an invisibility potion? Yeah, we might be able to sneak out. So this is what we're after. Imperial Missive. And then if we can just get away now.
You're not supposed to be here. I'm not going to warn you again. Get out, or I'll call the guard.
You
should have listened. Guards, help! Trespasser!
I think we just about got away with that, even though she spotted us. Right, come on, Lydia, follow me.
As you command, my Thane.
Yeah, I took the invisibility potion, sorry, because I thought it might mean that she didn't spot us, but I think she'd already seen us. It was a bit too late at that point.
Do you have news? Did you find something?
I have proof that Thorold lives.
I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the 9. It's worse than I thought. So, Northwatch Keep. Then we know where to hit him.
You're going to assault Northwatch Keep?
I'll do anything if it means saving my brother. You'll join us, won't you? Thorold can't be left to those monsters.
Of course I'll join you.
I'll round up what men I can and meet you outside Northwatch Keep. We'll get in and out as fast as possible. I'll see you there.
Right, so that quest actually is... yeah, it's up here. And I think after we speak to Malborn in Solitude, the Thalmor Embassy's about there, I think. So it's sort of in this area, so I guess it's show you it now or never. Right, so we're going to... actually, yeah, we may as well travel now while it's night. We'll eat first. We'll sleep in Solitude.
Need something?
Wonder what effects we've got. It's just hunger, isn't it? That's fine. Food, not potions. We haven't really got a lot. It's gonna have to be soup, isn't it? The standard Skyrim staple. There we go. Well fed. We'll probably get there and be hungry again, but...
Need a ride?
I'd like to hire your carriage, please.
Where do you want to go?
Solitude.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Come on, Lydia. Road trip.
First time
Still got that mead.
Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already...
You are drained, you are chilly, you are peckish. Nearly, oh, it's the morning. We'll rent a room in Solitude, just have a few hours kip, and then we'll get cracking.
If you've come to Solitude to join the legions.
The very first time you come to Solitude, there's a execution happening in the main square.
Sorry, you need to go home.
You
Go
there.
home and stay there
The
till
Dawn
tomorrow.
Guard is looking for anyone willing to fight against the growing vampire menace. What do you say?
Killing vampires, where do I sign up?
Ha! Isran's going to like you. Go talk to him at Fort Dawn Guard, southeast of Riften. He'll decide if you're Dawn Guard material.
I will chuck the Dawn Guard into the poll when we've done the main quest on what we should do next. But yeah, not one for now. Yeah, this guy's about to be executed, which is pretty brutal because I'm pretty sure there's like his family and like some children or like his nephews and nieces in the crowd somewhere. Well, there normally is, unless they've taken them away.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Let's get a good view of this. Nice. Right, now that everyone's watched that, let's get speak to the wood elf.
Need something? What do you need?
Here he is, Malborn. Our mutual friend sent me.
Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you.
What kind of things should I bring?
You're asking me? She promised that she was sending someone who knew what they were doing. If you actually want to get out alive, I'd bring whatever you need to move quietly and kill quickly.
Right. Let's get cracking. I'm ready. Here's what I'll need.
Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you.
So what we're going to give him is our sword. We're going to give him some arrows. Our bow. And then we'll probably give him our armor as well. Do you have to give him your armor? I can't remember whether you do or not. I can't remember whether you have to give him your armor or not. What else do we want to give him? It might be wise to give him some potions in case we get caught, which is highly likely because I can't remember. I don't think I've ever done this. I can't think whether I've ever done this without being seen. I think that's probably good. I bet we're now naked, aren't we? Yes. Hey. Right, let's put on some other clothing for now.
Your job is to get into the party without being fingered as a spy. I'll take care of the rest.
New in town, right? If you need a place to sleep, head over to the Winking Skeever.
Right, he's gonna disappear now. So we'll use this opportunity to get some rest and recuperate before we need to break in. Where is he? There he is.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
I'd like to rent a room, please.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Is it normally this one? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult in some.
Right, Lydia.
I've got your back.
Wait here, please.
I will remain on guard here.
And I will come back for you. So, let's eat quickly. let's go get our party invitation. Gonna go rub shoulders with the some posh high elves. There she is.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy?
Yes, Malborn's all set.
Good. I have your invitation to the party. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is if they really believe you're an invited guest. Which means you need to look the part and not be armed to the teeth. Here, put this on. When you're ready, I'll keep the rest of your gear safe until you get back. You'll only have what Malborn smuggled in for you, plus whatever you can pick up inside.
Party boots and party clothes. Should we see whether we look the part? Oh, not the fists. Yeah, I reckon we could pass. We'd probably have to ditch these arrows though as well, what do you reckon? Yeah, that looks better. I don't know why, but he now suddenly reminds me of, what's he called, Ned Stark? Ned Stark or Boromir, or Faramir from Lord of the Rings.
I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth.
Oh, thank you for the vote of confidence, Delphine.
I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest.
Oh, you just told us this.
Ready to board the carriage to the embassy?
I'm ready. Keep the rest of my things safe for me.
Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
Fellow latecomer to Ellen's little soiree.
Look who it is. It's Marvin Gaye. What's he doing here?
Salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking.
What a guy. Just loves to come to these parties and just get wasted. Right, how do we get in? You there. Can you let us in, please?
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please.
Here you go.
Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger.
Right, here's Elenwen.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim. And you are?
My name is Imposter Ralof. Pleased to meet you.
Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine. Do I have your permission to uncork the...
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
Will do. Right, let's get started.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day.
He's a bit tense, Malborn, is he? Bless him. I'm ready.
Of course. Let me see if we have another bottle of that. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
So what we need to do is, you can make small talk with all the people here, but the person we need to help, get to help us, is our good friend, the drunk over here. So yeah, Razlan, let's chat to him.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
You look thirsty, my friend.
My friend, you are very perceptive. I have a powerful thirst that cannot be slaked. and none of the waiters will bring me a drink. Elenwen must have told them to cut me off, the frigid bitch. Afraid I'll cause another scene, I suppose.
Well, let's get him a drink then, shall we?
The Great War is long
What can I get for you?
I'd like a drink, please.
Here you go, sir. Colovian brandy.
Prosperity is good for everyone.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here?
Here, I brought you a drink.
Ah, the one generous soul amongst a gathering of pinch pennies and lick spittles. If there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate to call upon me.
Actually, there is something you could do for me.
Wonderful. I can begin to repay your generosity immediately. Say on, friend.
I need you to cause a scene, get everyone's attention for a few minutes.
Is that all? My friend, you've come to the right person. You could say that causing a scene is somewhat of a specialty of mine. Stand back and behold my handiwork.
Right, now he's going to give a speech, and then we can just slip
Attention,
away.
Everyone, could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make. I propose a toast to.
Okay, let's do this.
Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her. But again, I speak.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Yep, no problem. Your plan. You do the talking, I'll do the killing.
Come, Smalburn. You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
We've got a cat in the kitchen.
Guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here.
Typical Khajiit eating moon sugar. Come on,
Lock
Malborn.
the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Right, let's get our stuff. I think we're ready. Let's equip our bow first of all. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I don't think we are gonna get through this unseen, especially not with our sneak skill so low. But yeah, we'll at least attempt it.
Need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might notice something's wrong.
Giving them more money and influence so they can save us from the dragon.
Good luck.
Did you see those robes?
You're on your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? No, they're high mages, just in from Alinor. I guess herself is finally getting worried about.
I think there's a few just behind this door, if I remember correctly. So we'll wait, finish, let them finish the conversation.
If a dragon does show up, maybe we'll get lucky, and it will eat the mages first. Might give us enough time to kill it. Ha! I'd like to see those arrogant bastards taken down a notch. Always looking down their noses at us lowly foot sloggers. Well, we'd better get back to our rounds.
Right. Hopefully we can take them down. Here they are. I don't even know if my bow skill is high enough to kill them, but we'll see. That was weird. Did the arrow just go through his head? Yeah, so even with a potion, we couldn't kill him in one. Not a good sign that we are going to get through this unscathed. Where's the other one gone? What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to take the other quest off just so it doesn't mess up the quest markers and I end up going the wrong way. Did not expect him to be behind that corner. Oh dear. Right, back to the bow. Right, now we are outside. If I remember correctly, there are a few Thalmor agents and soldiers out here as well, so yeah, let's see how we get on. Here's one. I mean, we know we can't one-shot them with the bow now, so yeah, chances of getting through unseen are slim to none, but we'll see how we get on. That's one down at least. Didn't get very far there, did we? Has anyone managed to do this, like, without being spotted? Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I don't think I've ever managed to do it. It probably is possible, you probably just need, like, sneak 100.
I have my own expenses, you silence. Do not presume, Gisser. You are most useful. Do not presume.
How did that miss her?
But no one else has brought you such valuable information, have they? Etienne, he's talked, hasn't he? He knows where that old man is you're looking for. He told me himself.
You'll get the rest of your money when we confirm his story, as agreed.
So he has talked. I knew it.
Everyone talks, in the end. Now, I have work to do. Leave me to it if ever you want to see the rest of your payment.
Can I could help you. He talked to me. He trusts me.
You'd like to come downstairs with me, is that it, Gisser? Shall we loose his bonds and put you in a cell together? You can ask him anything you like, and see how he answers.
No, I'll wait outside.
That would probably be best. Now, get out.
I think the quest marker is leading us back through there, but I'm sure that's not the way we need to go. For some reason I thought there was a trapdoor somewhere in here. So we'll just have a look around. I've definitely not got any other quests active, have I? Yeah, just that one. Search for information about the dragons returning. Oh, I wonder if it's because I've not actually read the information. If I just read it, that should hopefully initiate the next part of the quest. Has that done it? No, it's still not. Ah. Take this off. Alright, yeah, here we go. I thought it was downstairs. Right, final room.
Stop, please. I don't know anything else. Don't you think I'd have told you already?
Silence. You know the rules. Do not speak unless spoken to.
I think there's another one in here, isn't there? Ah, there he is. Got him. Sweet rolls, definitely. We should probably take the robes actually, shouldn't we? Because they are worth a pretty penny. And we haven't stripped anyone naked yet. Right, escape the Thalmor embassy. I don't think... Oh, who's this? Is this who they were interrogating? Etienne Ranis. Through here we need to go. Do not have the key. Ah, there's more soldiers here. Maybe one of these have the key. Is that the... That's the wood elf, isn't it?
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both die.
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm
traitor.
dead already.
Move. Slowly.
What do you think you're doing?
Let's try and kill them both and save the wood elf. Got him. Oh no, Oh no, we didn't save the wood elf. No. Did they kill him? Yeah, they did. Oh, what a shame. Trapdoor key. I thought we'd just managed to kill him before he got the finishing blow. We have all these keys already, don't we? Yeah. Right, let's make our way out of here. I think this cave, actually, that you come to, it's a location of one of the stones of Baron's Ire, I think. Let's get rid of this frost troll. Yeah, it's just back here, isn't it? Next to this conjurer. Let's deal with this frost troll. An illusion skill book. Don't really need that, but I got it anyway. Right, now we need to return to Delphine. We can recover our equipment as well, which I think is, I think the equipment's with her, isn't it? She's all the way back in Riverwood now. Yeah, so what we'll do is we will head back to Solitude and pick Lydia up. And while we are here, we will complete the other quest that we came up here to do, which is to rescue Avelstein's brother, Thorold, from the clutches of the Thalmor. It's a shame that we didn't manage to save Malborn. I think Solitude is just down here, isn't it? Just scale these cliffs. Right, here we are. Hopefully Lydia is still there and hasn't disappeared. I feel like when I play Skyrim, I don't really... Because Solitude is like quite out of the way, isn't it, in terms of the map? Like obviously it's like in the far north corner. I feel like I don't probably use it as much as I would normally, because actually as a city, as one of the sort of main cities, I really like it. It's just it's a bit out of the way.
We heading out?
Yeah, let's get cracking.
Command, my Thane.
We're gonna go rescue a Nord.
Citizen.
Everything all right?
Ah, the Khajiits are here. We could probably just sell them a few bits that we'd gathered.
I welcome you, friend. Take a look.
And warm ourselves by the fire. Right, what did we pick up? Mage robes can go. Thalmor robes can go. We're probably not going to use that, so we'll sell that. Alteration, definitely not. And the scrolls. Oh yeah, we don't have much food, do we? Because we gave it all up. We probably should have kept hold of some food actually, so it's a good job we've come to these actually, because we'll see what we can get from them. Sack of flour, is that it? Brilliant. Right, we will try and do the next bit on just what have we got? A fish and a sweet roll. Right, let's get a shift on Lydia. I don't think we are too far away from where we need to be. Yeah, I am looking forward to finishing the Shouts guide that I'm pulling together, that I mentioned at the start of this episode. It is it's quite good doing stuff like that, I'm finding, because it's sort of pushing me to use things and do things that I probably haven't done for a while, or just generally don't really do at all. Like Shouts is a great example of that. Like there's some shouts that I could probably count on one hand, like the amount of times that I've used them, and that arrow didn't even hit its target then. That was weird. Yeah, there's the shouts that I'm using that I've not even really used or used for a long time, and I'm sort of finding new uses for things, or like, yeah, using them in ways that I hadn't really thought about before, so it's been quite refreshing. Like one shout that I just haven't used in ages, and I should really use it because it is actually a good one, is the one that basically makes you like invisible, like you can't be harmed. It's yeah, so good for, yeah, when you just need to not take damage and just kind of get away. Right, I think it's basically just head down to the waterfront, or in that general direction, and then, yeah, you're nearly there then. This is a quite cold area of the map though, so I am going to try and be quite quick here. I'll get straight down here actually. The less wolves that attack us, the better, ideally. I think we are nearly there now because we can just see the shoreline. I think if we get down to the beach, in the distance you'll see Castle Volker here, which is the Dawn Guard quest line, where Lord Harkon lives. Yeah, there it is in the distance. Oh, brilliant, more wolves. That little ship that you can see there with the bandit camp, that is the... You basically need to attack those bandits and use their little sailing boat there to get over to that island, and that island is where one of the new anniversary edition homes is, which I covered in the video that I did on them. It's the ship, which is yeah, it's pretty amazing. I really like it. It's just too remote to actually use it as a home, but the quest itself to get it is actually quite a good one. The storyline, the sort of like the backstory to it's really good. Here we are. Come on, just stood here waiting.
We're getting Thorald back, no matter what.
What do we do now?
We kill every Thalmor between us and Thorald, and we bring him out alive. Let's go.
Right, we're basically going to storm the keep. If you are ever in need of gold, this is a good quest to come and do as well, because with each of the Thalmor you kill, obviously you get the elf armor, which is actually worth quite a lot of gold. I wasn't picking it up inside the Thalmor embassy, but I'll pick it up here because we can give it to Lydia. Quite a this Galen didn't make it, unfortunately. Yeah, each one will be either wearing elven armor or the light version, and it, like you can tell from the carry weight, it barely weighs anything at all, and its value is quite high. So we'll grab, because we're not really carrying anything at the minute, because all our stuff's back in Riverwood. We will carry as much of this as we can, so we can sell it. I think everyone is done. Right, is that everyone? Where is Lydia actually? I thought Lydia was coming with us. Ah, she's here finally. Right, Lydia.
Still here.
Seeing as you were not there for the fight,
Sworn to carry your burdens.
You are going to take all of this elven armor that we have picked up as punishment. You just put the helmet on. It does not suit you.
You lead, I'll follow. That's the best you can do?
Good enough. Must have scared him off.
Anything else worth nabbing in here? Just a few things in this chest.
Nothing here after all. Is someone there?
That's all you got.
I'll have your head. Hey, watch it.
That was I forgot Lydia was wearing that helmet. I was like, yeah, she's definitely a Northwatch guard. And just shot her. Right, we will take this beef to cook back in Whiterun or Riverwood. I don't think we need any mead, do we?
We're getting Thorald back, no matter what.
The Thalmor really are the worst, aren't they? They're like... There's just like nothing to like about them. What's this dude? Just a random bandit that they've killed.
Huh? Is someone there?
Yeah, I'm not doing very well with our archery here. We're just firing them past the head. It's alright. Avelstein is taking care of this one. I think we're nearly there now. I think Thorald might be in this room. Oh no, not this one. Maybe it's the next one. Or did I just pick up lantern? We do not want that. Lydia, like, we need to...
I'm right behind
we
you.
need to remove this helmet.
How can I serve you, my thing?
This is just confusing. There we go, that is a lot better.
You lead, I'll follow.
Let's try and pick that arrow up then.
Be careful. Good enough. Good enough.
What was that?
We're getting a right haul of armour here. Northwatch Interrogator. Be the last one.
Must have scared
Done.
them off.
Orcish bow.
Thorald? Thorald!
Brother, is that you?
Alright, here he is.
I knew I'd find you.
What in the world?
There's no time. We gotta get you out of here. Come on, let's go!
You there. What are you doing?
We're here to rescue you.
I never thought I'd see another friendly face again. We need to get to safety as soon as possible. Let's move.
Lead Thorald to safety. Yeah, definitely. I don't think he was getting out of here, was he? I mean, this is just... Yeah, like I was saying earlier, the Thalmor, they're just the worst. I forgot here, baked potatoes. Yes, please. I think we are quite hungry, aren't we? There we go. You are satisfied. I think there is, yeah, prisoners in these other rooms. Don't think there's anything else of note that we need to collect in here. So yeah, let's just make our way out. Right, now let's speak to Thorold.
I cannot thank you enough for rescuing me from this place. I suspect I'd never again see the light of day otherwise. But why would you risk your life for me, a stranger?
Your family was concerned for you.
Of course, I should have known. Avelstein was behind this, wasn't he?
I mean, he's literally stood right there next to you.
Not in Whiterun. It likely won't be safe for Avelstein either. Our best hope now is to fall in with the ranks of the Stormcloaks. But would you do me a favor? Tell my mother to suffer the winter's cold wind, for it bears aloft next summer's seeds. She'll know what it means. I thank you again, friend. You've given me my life back.
Right, so other than speaking to Fralia back in Whiterun, that is that quest over. So yeah, you basically go and tell her that her son is still alive and pass the message on, and that's the quest ended. I don't think you see Thorold again, or at least I don't think you do. I can't remember. But yeah, it's a nice quest that I guess you're helping out one of the families in Whiterun, and you save a man from a pretty gruesome death at the hands of the Thalmor. So what we're going to do now is cart all our elven armour back to Solitude, catch the ride back down to Whiterun, and then from there sell our stuff, speak to Fralia, and then walk down to Riverwood to meet Delphine. But it is quite cold now, so we need to basically get to here. So I think if we hug the shoreline, there'll be a path that'll lead up, maybe this one here, and then we can kind of get down. And so yeah, so we'll just keep an eye out and probably need to get quite close to the mountain. You are chilly. Yeah, we're going to get quite cold out here. But I think it'll be fine. I think we're close enough to Solitude for it to not be a danger to our life, put it that way. But yeah, we won't hang around. I haven't actually got around to watching today's episode of the Last of Us TV series. Episode 4 came out today, but I'll probably watch it in the middle of the week. Who are these? Oh, is it Maik the Liar? I don't think we've encountered him yet.
Maik's father was also called Maik, as was Maik's father's father. At least, that is what his father said. Maik wishes you well.
He's got quite an interesting dialogue set, Maik. He'll just appear, he's just like one of the random NPCs that he just appears on the road and just spouts absolute rubbish. Yeah, I was just saying, I've not watched episode 4 yet. Is anyone actually watching it? I know I floated the idea of doing a Last of Us Let's Play, and a few people actually came back and said that they would be interested in it, but I haven't seen if I've not seen anyone mention that they're actually watching the TV show. I think it'd be a good time to actually do the Let's Play because it was quite a successful game, but obviously it's 10 years old like Skyrim, but because of this show and the fact that it's they're now releasing it on Steam, which is they've never done before up until now. I think it should hopefully generate a bit of new interest. Oh, we're nearly there. Just head straight down. But yeah, it's been about 7 or 8 years since I actually played that game, so hopefully it's not too unfamiliar for me. You can see kind of how quickly your your health drains in when you're freezing. That middle bar there, the red bar, has dropped quite quickly. But we're nearly there, so it's all good. Alright, let's get warm.
From what I hear, you're the one gave the Thalmor a black eye. Sure know how to pick your enemies.
Yeah, people are already talking about it and know that it's me because we didn't do a good job at not getting seen, did we? Right, let's get out of the cold.
Being old's not so bad. I'm too old to work, but that don't make me too old to drink.
Good for you, old man.
Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend. Take a look.
Let's see if he's got any food. Ah, here we go. Right. We will take... what do we want? Let's have another sweet roll because why not? And we will take your cooked beef. In fact, we'll take both of them because we'll have one now and then probably one in the morning before we travel.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
Sorry, no, one in the morning and then one after we travel because you always end up knackered and hungry after a long journey. I'm hoping we still have a room actually. I'm assuming we will. Yeah. And we should be able to level up now as well, which is good. Right. What do we want to put it in? Let's put this one into stamina. And is there any perks worthwhile putting up? I don't think we can put... Yeah, we can't put another point into light armor yet. And I don't think sneak... Yeah, ideally we want one of these at 30. Because then we can get backstab or noise reduction on armor or... Yeah, 25% bonus if wearing all the same. You're awake and feeling well rested. Do we need to eat? Yeah, hunger peckish. Right, let's have our breakfast. Cooked beef and a sweet roll. We're gonna need a filling at this rate. I don't actually know where I've put my perk points, because you... oh yeah, we've spread them quite evenly, haven't we? So we've done 100 and... We've put 6 into health, 2 into magicka and 2 into stamina. I guess that's alright. Most of them you want to probably put into health, especially early on. I only really put a few into magicka, just because mainly we're probably just going to use restoration, I think. Majority of our points will go into health with a little bit in stamina, I think, but we'll see.
Need a ride?
Take me back to Whiterun, please.
Climb and back and we'll be off.
Come on, Lydia. It's going to leave you behind.
I can take you to any of the...
You are drained and you are peckish. Right, we will get into Whiterun and sell our stuff, and then we will wander down to Riverwood.
This was as stupid as our feud with Clan Greymane.
Still not cleaned up the bodies. I'm gonna be getting a bit smelly soon.
I've got your back. I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Alright, give me all your stuff, Lydia. Yeah, I think that's everything, isn't it? Yeah.
Let's get going then.
You're someone who can get things. Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. Take a look.
Adrian, you are about to receive a lot of elven armor. I mean, look at all this. Yeah, she can't really take it all, can she? No, she's nearly got enough gold. We'll just give it her. I think that's everything, isn't it, that we want to sell. Yeah, we'll just try up at the shop. I completely didn't think actually when we were doing the Thalmor Embassy quest that we'll need to take some food with us. Because I've never done this quest before in survival mode.
Everything's for sale, my friend. Take a look.
Yeah, this is all new ground for me in terms of doing it in survival mode. That is, at least. Has he got anything worth having? Some vegetables which we'll have. Yeah, that'll do.
Do come back.
Actually, these books, do we even need them? Candlelight Fear. Oh, we'll learn them. Probably won't use them, but...
Come by Bellathor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something.
Right. Fralia.
Tell me you have news of my son.
Thorold is safe.
Is he? You've saved him? Oh, I must see him at once.
I'm afraid he's not here. He didn't think it was safe to return.
What? After all this, I can't even see him? How do I know you're telling me the truth and not just what I want to hear?
He said to tell you to suffer the winter's cold wind.
For it bears aloft next summer's seeds. That's my boy. So it's true then. For now it's enough to know that he's alive. I can find peace in that. Thank you, dear friend. You've given me back my son. I'd had Eorlund forge this for Thorold. It was to be a present for his return. I suppose he can't have it now. Why don't you take it? We can always make another for the day when this war ends and Thorold can come home.
Steel Sword of Fear.
You take care of yourself.
Probably won't use it, but I guess it's a nice weapon.
Well met, kinsman.
Right, quests. So we want to go and finish diplomatic immunity. I don't think there's any... Yeah, there's nothing else we want to do. Recover your equipment, we need to do that as well, don't we? I just remembered we had a load of skooma on our possession, didn't we? That we hadn't got around to selling to the cats, leaving incriminating evidence in all our belongings that we dropped off. I think Delphine will definitely be questioning us on that when we get back to her. So yeah, it's about 6 PM, isn't it? I do really like this time of day, especially in when you're in Whiterun. With the sunset, and you get this sort of like lovely, like reddish effect, and Whiterun just looks amazing, I think, in this light. You know, I never get tired of that view. Bethesda did such a good job with this map, I think. Yeah, ever since the first time I played this, like the music that was composed by Jeremy Soule, and yeah, just the map design, I think they just worked together perfectly. I think I sort of fell in love with the map and the music from the first time I pretty much played this game. I cannot wait to see what the Elder Scrolls 6 looks like when it eventually does come out. I hope that my expectations are not so high that it's like doomed to fail. I'm sure it won't be. I think with the advances in sort of graphics and everything that we've had in the last 10 years and that, I think it will be absolutely stunning when it finally does come out. Because I mean, like, I don't really play with mods, so to me, like, I'm still used to this, which does look incredible still. But yeah, the mods that I watch videos sometimes on YouTube of people who like showcase their like 4K mods, and it just looks, I mean, it looks incredible. That's how I imagine what Elder Scrolls 6 is going to look like.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell.
Right, let's get our stuff first. Delphine.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room.
Yeah, I've already got it.
Did you learn anything useful?
The Thalmor know nothing about the dragons.
Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that?
Why do you send me if you weren't going to believe me?
You're right. I was sure it must have been them. If not the Thalmor, who? Or what?
I don't know, but the Thalmor are looking for someone named Esbjörn.
Esbjörn? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. That crazy old man. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons.
What would the Thalmor want with Esbjörn?
You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbjörn was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the Great War. He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blades. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought.
So the Thalmor think the Blades know about the dragons.
Ironic, right? The old enemies assume that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is?
They seem to think he's hiding out in Riften.
Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means.
What's so important about me being Dragonborn? What happened to the Blades? Who are the Thalmor? So they were the old ones that we had before, so we don't need to ask her about any of that. We can head on down to Riften now. You having a good time there, Camilla? Sven, you're not playing your lute. This is weird. I'm getting out of here. Camilla just like dancing on her own. Let's have a look at what is going on. We are actually tired, aren't we, and hungry, so maybe, what time is it, 7 PM? Yeah, here's a probably good place to sleep and eat. And then travel in the morning.
We got rooms and food.
I'd like a room, please.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Right, let's sleep till the morning.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Do you need something?
That looked suspiciously like a dragon. Oh, it is brilliant. Did not expect that. Nothing like a dragon attack at 6 in the morning. Skyrim. Potions, how do we? Oh, we do actually. All good. What shouts do we have? Not just the normal ones. Where has he gone? There he is. They're not actually that much of a problem, the like ordinary dragons, but soon we'll probably start to see like blood dragons spawn. Obviously, because as the game levels, and then by the end you end up facing like elder dragons and legendary dragons, and they are really quite a challenge. But guess what, Lydia? We're gonna have some more bones for you to carry. Lucky you.
Still here.
But don't worry though, we will drop them all back home eventually. I should have done that actually last time we were there. Because she is going to be quite encumbered now, I imagine. Yeah.
Lead on.
I don't know why I'm getting all these bones, actually. I mean, I was thinking, oh yeah, I'll keep them all because eventually I'll probably craft like dragon armor, but that is going to be a long way away. I mean, we've barely even been leveling smithing, let alone leveling it enough to get up to level 100. So, but yeah, we'll gather it anyway. I mean, we may get there with this let's play. I don't actually know. Are we all good now yet? We are warm, well rested, and satisfied. The perfect trilogy. What I will probably do is I'll probably make part of this journey now, and then pause the let's play, and then episode 5 we'll pick up and do the rest of the journey. I think let's try and get as far as... We'll get to Helgen and then we'll probably camp somewhere along here, maybe. I should have grabbed some salt actually when we were in Riverwood. To cook off the beef that we stole in Northwatch Keep. But oh well. Okay, Lydia is struggling to keep up with all her bones that she's carrying. The foxes are quite weird in Skyrim, aren't they? I can't remember where I read it. It was probably years ago, but I remember there was like loads of debate when Skyrim first came out about what the foxes actually do, because they obviously they run away from the player, like they run away from you, but there was like theories like put out about, do they actually lead the player to treasure if you follow them long enough? And it was sort of thought to be like true that that's what they did, but it was sort of true, but in like a bit of a, it was just a result of what the program to do. I think what it actually was sort of accepted or solved, I guess you could call it, was that is it something to do with like, I could be getting the actual correct terminology wrong here, but the map's essentially made up of like, is it polygons are they called, and in open stretches where there's not really a lot going on, there's less polygons, and in new areas of the map where you haven't yet discovered, or areas with lots of interest, maybe like a bandit camp with treasure or something like that, they have a high polygon count. So, and what the foxes are actually programmed to do is get so many polygons, I think, away from the player. So naturally what ends up happening is, in order to do that, they'll, in an open area of the map, they'll have to get further away than a high polygon area of the map, which generally tends to be the areas where the player hasn't yet been to yet, because there'll be like treasure and things there that they've not discovered. So yeah, eventually what happens is if you follow the foxes long enough, they will lead you to unexplored areas of the map where there might be treasure, but it's not that they're actually leading you there, it's just that they're programmed to head to the areas of yeah, they've got the program to try and get so many polygons away from the actual player. It's such a random thing that people have like discovered about them. We have walked this way before, haven't we? Oh, there's a horse here. Is it classed as stealing if we jump on it? Yeah. I wonder whose horse that is. It's some like random hunter. Yeah, we came this way in episode 2, was it? Maybe? Before we got to Ivestead.
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has no despair.
I could have got the carriage back to down to Riften, sorry, but I don't want to do it every single time just to progress the story quicker, because I think you generally lose out, I think, by doing it all fast travel. It's basically like fast travel, isn't it? It's the only fast travel in quotation marks that you can do in survival mode. I don't want to use it every single time because you miss out on like little random events. You also miss out on leveling, I guess is the main thing, and gathering things, gathering equipment. So yeah, I wanted to do this journey by foot. But it's 7:34 AM and we can see Riften in all its glory. Like the wooded areas look really good at this time of day. Quite a nice time to be exploring this bit of the map, actually. With all the birch trees, it is a really pretty Riften. You can see like the volumetric lighting there that I was kind of explaining in the last episode as well. Like you can see the sun sort of peering through the trees, and it's sort of casting these sort of like lights. And as you move, you see them like come through the trees. They did a really good job of that effect, I think, in this game. A really good job. The one downside of Riften, or the Rift in general, I should say, Riften's the city, isn't it? Not the hold. But yeah, the one downside of the Rift is the amount of wolves you get. Who's this? Thief. Go on, Lydia, take them down. Yeah, you seem to get attacked every few minutes.
I've got your back. How can I serve you, my Thane?
Lydia, I need you to carry more stuff. I do apologise. Carry all this for me. She's wearing that mask. That is creepy, Lydia. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I should run away from you. Oh no, it's following me. Bloody spiders. I do hate the spiders. Riften is this way. I'm not sure what that castle is over there, but it's quite a nice view of the you see the river running through. Really nice. Whereabouts are we now? Oh, we're nearly there. I'll probably camp around here, I think. We've gone a bit further than I was expecting, but we were just admiring the rift at this time of day. Looks like we've got another frostbite spider ahead. Oh, we've leveled up sneak, so what I'll do now is we will put a point into, do we want backstab or muffled movement? Yeah, we'll go backstab for now. What ruin are we at now? Oh, Angerfund. Ah. It's quite an interesting quest, that one. The very first time you enter it, there'll be I think she's a dark elf, who is trying to like uncover the secret of this tomb, and you agree to help her basically like solve the puzzles and clear the Draugr out of the cave, and she agrees to share the treasure inside. But it's always like one of those like, oh yeah, she says she does, but you can quite clearly tell that she doesn't want to. But then yeah, she ends up, her greed is her demise, I should say. It's quite a good quest actually. I enjoyed that quest. I think there's a word wall in there as well, which I'm sure I'll be picking up soon on my shout guide that I'm doing. Right, where are we now? I think we will camp around here. Probably a good spot. And just move a bit further into the wooded area. We're about halfway between Iverstead and Riften. Yeah, this is probably a good spot. Right, camping supplies. Build a campsite. Lydia in a mask. So I'm going to end the episode 4 Let's Play here, guys. So yeah, I hope you enjoy watching this episode. And yeah, this week I'm going to be cracking on with my shout guide, so hopefully I'll be able to get that out for you soon. Yeah, so I'll see you next time.